Hello, everyone. I'm Elder Shorron Vinson, and I want to welcome you and you and you to It's My Lifestyle. I want to thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed and become a part of a partnership with us. I just want to really thank you for viewing it or sharing it with a friend or however many times you may have commented or viewed. I just want you to know I truly, truly appreciate it. Some I have not heard from in many years, but it has just been so great connecting with you. So thank you again and again. Today, I just want to remind everyone to be thankful. It's Christmas time and there's so much going on. There's a lot of gift giving and cooking and preparing for the great big holiday. And I know your kids are just so excited because normally, it's a time for children to really unwrap their gifts. And there's nothing like seeing those faces light up at Christmas time because, it's a wonderful, wonderful time of the year for most of us. And we just got to be thankful. There are those who are suffering and having hard times during this time of the year. And we want to make sure we pray for them, intercede for others who are going through. Even you yourself may not be at your best at this time of the year. Maybe there's some sorrow or pain or whatever type of frustration that you might be going through. Maybe it's just the simplicity of the lifestyle you want to get back to, of the season rather, that you want to get back to, or whatever the case. Sometimes it's just too much of the superficial part of Christmas. You want to get back to the basics. Sometimes it might be the fact that we cannot give at this time, maybe the way we would want to. And we might have to maybe budget more at this time of the year. Whatever the case, I just want you to know that we still have so much to be thankful for. And I just want you to think about the year where God has brought us. And we've made it. We've made it this far. And some of us didn't think we were going to get out of January, to be quite frankly. It was rough from the very beginning for some of us. We just didn't know how we were going to do it. Some of us have really testified and shared it. Some have shared it with me how they felt. And I know you may have felt many bumps along the way, but I'm just being serious with you today. Thank the Lord for where He has brought us. He took us through it. He brought us over it. And I just want you to remind yourself that in life you will find bridges. You will find bridges in life. Bridges, as you notice, don't carry you the duration. They just carry you temporarily. You just got to get from here to there, over this troubled water, over this obstacle, over this problem. The bridge is just to take you from A to B. But if you sometimes get on those highways or get on those interstates or get in those expressways, sometimes they'll take you all the way there. And I don't want you to mistake it, the bridge, for a permanent situation. It's not the duration. It's just temporary. And there are times in our life we got to go through those little awkward times, those times where we got to get over that water. Sometimes we got to get over that obstacle. Sometimes we got to get over that trouble. And God is there to get you over. We call it grace. It's a gift. Grace is a gift from God to help you to get through that hard time, through that difficulty. He will extend His grace. If you recall, even Apostle Paul, who actually wrote most of the New Testament, powerful man of God, who was able to lead so many people to Christ and preach and teach in His name. He had a thorn in his flesh. And he said, Lord, I've asked you 3 times to remove this thing from me. He was in trouble. He said, I want you to remove this thing from me. And the Lord's reply was, my grace is sufficient. And there comes time you can't get by, you can't get over without God's grace. Grace will carry you. You might not feel that way all the time. You might not feel that way all the time, but there might be just obstacles in life. and he will provide the grace for you to get through it. You might not need that grace all the time. You might be going about your way, but then you've come into that situation and you realize, God, how am I going to make it? What am I going to do? What am I going to? And he will provide his grace. There is nothing like it in the world. And if you want something for Christmas, I take you to your grace gift. Remind yourself of your graced gift. It is a gift from God. Open your gift of God's grace. See, many times we don't want to talk about those things. The enemy wants us to stay in our depression. He wants you to keep, come on, just feel sorry for yourself. Pull the covers over your head. When this is over, then you come out. When the new year comes in, then you'll be able to be happy. Maybe you'll come out then. No, you come out now and unwrap your gift of God's unmerited grace. He has provided it for you during difficulty. See, that's what grace is for. It's for the difficult times. And I know you might not be able to do what you want to do right now, go where you want to go, or whatever the case might be. It might be a little bit difficult, but I'm here to tell you God's grace is sufficient for you. It's exactly what you need for now. What will we do without God's grace? I promise you, it has gotten me over just like a bridge. I have felt God's grace push me when I needed it, and then it carried me when I couldn't walk. His grace has just been there for me, and it's here for you. Don't look down. Look up. God's grace is sufficient for you. So if you don't believe it, just go to your word and let God unfold it to you. His grace and his mercy, it endures forever. He never runs out. I know you can go to Farm Fresh, Food Lion, Kroger, all of the Piggly Wiggly, whatever grocery store you go to. And I promise you, they can run out. But God never runs out. He always has the abundance of whatever you need. You receive it today. I just trust God for you, and I'm waiting to hear from you. Comment, subscribe. I love to read all of it. I love to know that God is doing something through this channel in your life. But God be with you today, and let your day be another gracious day. In Jesus' name, I'll see you next time.